1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, Wallflowers, Heroes from the Godzilla movie soundtrack. Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony.
Good afternoon.
So far, I guess we're doing a good job because we're back for another week here at NEW.
They invited us back.
I like it. Actually, I was reading some email and feedback about our first two shows last week, and so far, the people have been very kind toward us.
That's good.
Guess what the one thing they talked about over and over again in the email?
What?
They wanted to know how your trip from Boston to New York with the 4 cats was this weekend. That's all they... I mean, we were trying to do some, brilliant comedy breaks last week, and all they care about is Anthony and his 4 cats.
It was a living hell. I gotta say, I had to take our 4 cats down from Massachusetts out to Long Island, and first of all, they start drooling and meowing like something out of an old episode of Wild Kingdom. I finally got them in, but they just were loud the whole trip. It was very annoying. Set them up in an alien room to them. You know how cats are. You put them in a new room, and they got to just scope everything out.
That's after they hide for about 2 days.
Yeah.
And then they finally come out and inch around the room slowly but surely to check out their new surroundings.
But more annoying, surprisingly enough, than the cats, the trip, everything, is the new litter box.
What's up with the new litter box?
See, because my wife is coming down next week, so or later this week, I didn't want to scoop litter boxes. That was her job.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I didn't want to do this. I'm like, you want the cats?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Have as many as you damn well please.
Right.
But you know something? I'm not touching that scooper. So she gets one of those electronic litter boxes.
I've seen those on TV.
Yes, it's easy.
Yeah.
Just plug it in. It does all the work. It rakes the litter and puts the waste in a little receptacle that you remove later and throw away. You never even have to touch the litter. It's like you don't even have cats anymore. It's amazing. I get this thing. I'm in a room now for 2 days. Little room at a friend's house. This thing is right next to my bed. Okay? So it's like 3 in the morning, I guess, when one of them decides they're going to come out and do some business now. They're relaxed enough where they're going to go.
Here it goes.
I swear I might as well have been sleeping on the tarmac at LaGuardia. This thing revs up. It's
Does it back up like a construction truck, too?
Yeah, it was like, beep, 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 beep. The loudest thing you'll ever want to hear in your life.
Yeah.
And I was starting to fear that I'd wake up and go to empty the receptacle and my cat would be in there, squished like a trash compactor.
You can only dream, right?
If you're going to get one of those, I got to say that in the past, I guess, 24-hour period, it works pretty good.
Right.
It hasn't tripped up yet. But you just better lock this thing under a pile of mattresses or something because it is loud.
Or get those, special headphones they got at LaGuardia when they're landing planes.
Yeah.
You can sleep with those on.
Yeah, and I could guide the cats into the box with those colored flashlights like I'm...
Why not, huh?
Loud as hell. That was my week.
All right, very
weekend.
good. Well, as you could tell by looking at me, I forgot to bring the spackle to the beach this weekend.
SPF spackle.
SPS spackle.
It was hot.
I figured, it's only in the 70s. How can I possibly get burned at the beach?
That sun.
Now I fit in my old neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
Which is another story entirely. But, all right, here we are. We're ready to rock. Lots to do today.
Yes, there is.
And if you want in on the program, got something to talk about, give us a call, 212-757-1027. Fax line is working, 212-957-WNEW. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. The Who, you better you bet. And Pete Townsend, one of the bands playing a day in the Garden Festival.
At Yasgur's Farm.
At Yasgur's Farm. We're going to have more details on that, but I do know he's going to be playing over 2 hours, and he's going to play a lot of Who stuff, so that's very, very cool.
Think he'll windmill?
I don't think...
the last time I saw him, I don't think he was going to windmill.
No, his windmilling days are pretty much behind him at this point, but he's still very, very cool, yes.
Yeah.
It's Opie and Anthony, I must say,
what?
You looked great yesterday.
I was driving down from Massachusetts yesterday.
Oh, that wasn't you in the parade?
Oh, shut up.
Why? I thought you were leading the band with your nice little tights and stuff.
That was me.
That was
the jig's up. You got me.
That was you, right?
That was me.
You were tooling down Fifth Avenue yesterday?
That's it. What a jackass.
That wasn't you, huh?
No.
Oh.
No, I missed the parade this year, yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm confused. I'm sorry.
I didn't miss you, yeah.
You know, this city has a parade for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, gay pride parade, cool if you're into that, whatever. That's fine. But what I don't understand is why can't we have like a straight pride parade, heterosexual pride parade, or like why can't we have a parade for guys who like lesbians, tooling down Fifth Avenue?
That would be good.
I'm serious though. Why stop there? Gay pride parade. Let's have parades for everything. Guys who love lesbians.
Giuliani marched.
Yes, he did.
In the parade.
There were, 20 protesters chained together?
Yeah.
I love when they do that. That's some entertaining footage on the news.
I don't get it, though, because, like, Giuliani has done a lot for gays in New York.
Right.
You know, there's some landmark legislation going down with insurance between gay couples. And, yeah, people just aren't satisfied sometimes. They walked out in front of them and were giving them hell.
Yeah, well,
I thought maybe Rudy's secret hair would flip up and a torpedo launcher would come out.
His hair was looking stylish yesterday.
Yeah, Mayor Potato Head.
Mayor Potato Head.
Snap-on hairdo.
Exactly. What I'm finding, moving back to the New York area, people either love or hate the mayor.
Right.
Simple as that. There's no in between with these people. They either love him for the changes he's made or hate him.
I think he's doing a great job.
I personally love the mayor of New York.
Some people think his tactics are a little rough sometimes because it's not coddling. There's not a lot of coddling going on with the mayor.
Right.
He gets an idea, and he goes through with it and does it and ticks a lot of people off.
I just don't like walking around like cattle in the streets of Manhattan when they put those barriers up, though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's not fun.
There's going to be no jaywalking,
right.
So I'm going to put up some barriers, right. And you'll all walk like cattle going to the butcher.
Yeah.
And he puts that up, and it's hard to use the leftover Peepland tokens I got last time I was in New York.
Those are leaving by the day.
Yeah.
You can't tune in Tokyo anymore.
I mean,
someone out there got that one. Okay.
He's cracking down on a lot of the... and that's one issue that the gays had, too. A few of the gays that were protesting.
Yeah.
That he's closing down a lot of the adult shops.
Right.
But then on the other hand, gays don't want to be portrayed as these perverted people that are always... going to sex shops.
Right.
But then they were ticked off that he's closing down the sex shop.
Go figure, right?
Go figure it out.
All right, studio line, 212-757-1027. Fax is coming in, Max. All right, send a fax. We want to read some faxes. 212-957-WNEW. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, Talking Heads. Bam. It's Opie and Anthony on your radio. I saw the Wildest Freak Show last night.
What'd you say?
I got to do this every Sunday. I took the train back into the city.
Yeah.
And you get a bunch of nuts coming back after a long weekend at all the beaches.
Oh, yeah, coming back into the city on the train?
Just drunk slobs, still in their wet, bathing suits.
Sand down their pants.
Yeah, they want to get that last Budweiser in before they caught the train, so they're just all soaking wet. One guy had a beet red face with the raccoon eyes, forgot to take his sunglasses off all weekend. And to the guy that was drooling on my left shoulder the whole time back to the city, thank you. That's exactly what I want on a Sunday night.
Right.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I like the people that are a little too pale. They lay down on one side too long. And then they got to go home, and you just see that red line down the middle of their leg.
Yeah.
What a pain.
What a trip coming back into the city. Oh, I thought about you last night.
Ew.
No, easy. Easy. I was hanging out watching TV. I'm flipping around, and on Nickelodeon, they had the Brady Bunch on.
Yeah.
They had your favorite episode, Anthony.
And that was the Hawaiian episode.
The Hawaiian episode of Brady Bunch was on last night.
I thought it was... one of Marsha's better performances out of all the Brady Bunch episodes. She got to show some skin, which was good as a growing up.
Yeah.
As a boy, it was always good when Marsha was in a bikini.
Right.
And it was one of the older episodes, so she was older in it. Yeah, that is one of my faves.
Wasn't Marsha the first girl that got you down below?
That's true.
Yeah.
As a young boy,
I might have to break something out of the archive so New York gets to know Anthony just a little better.
What?
Your Marsha Brady song. Maybe we'll do that a little later today.
That's one of my favorite girls of all times. I think along with a lot of guys was Marsha Brady.
I don't know. Mine was like Jeannie, but
Jeannie was a woman.
Yeah.
You didn't want to. When you were a child.
I'm not like you were, like you're a pedophile. I was looking at women on TV.
I'm sorry. I didn't have a mommy complex, okay?
Come on.
I wasn't looking at older women in that way. When I was younger, when I was that age, and I think when the Brady Bunch was on, I was probably the same age I think maybe Peter was.
No. It
was like the older sister.
You met Groucho. So when the Brady Bunch was on, you had to be at least 30. And you were looking at Marsha, who was like a 10-year-old girl.
I met Groucho right before he died in 1976, and I think I was 11 or something. I don't know.
You were already old, and you were getting into Marsha and her little buds.
You're not going to get to me like this. I'm sick. Then a bunch of guys are sick men because I think a lot of guys thought Marsha was like the ideal girl back then.
Yeah. All right.
I was watching the Brady Bunch when they had the film festival, the Brady Bunch Festival on Nickelodeon.
Right.
And I noticed a few things about the music. There was one song for every episode, and it was the Brady Bunch song. But they just changed it, depending on the mood. Like they had to have the serious talk. Greg was smoking cigarettes.
Right.
Happy one. You know, they're doing the driving test. Who's going to win, Marsha or Greg?
That's so
It was
true.
the same song.
Right.
Happy occasion, sad occasion. Boop, 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 boop. I can't find Kitty Carryall.
Very nice. But I was thinking about you last night because they had the 2-part episode when Greg was surfing in the Hawaiian episode.
Yeah. Oh, cliffhanger.
It was the best cliffhanger in TV history, I think. Screw Who Shot JR. When Greg hit the water and he hit that mound of seaweed, you weren't sure if it was seaweed or a rock.
Yeah, it's like volcanic rock. And it's chewed apart, I'm sure.
And the only reason it happened was because he had a damn tiki idol around his neck that Bobby found on the beach that gave him bad luck. Yeah. Exactly.
We know a little too much about the Brady Bunch. Let me just say that. But I'm a little embarrassed here.
It was a cliffhanger because you held your breath for a week because Greg hits the surf, and then, the next week, you find out, he's fine. They made you wait for nothing. I was pissed.
Did you see the Robert Reed float in the gay parade Sunday? No?
No, I did not see that yesterday.
I heard about it.
Very good. But I think I'm going to break out the Marsha Brady song later.
You do that.
To show people how sick you actually are.
Sick? I was romantically involved.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. It's The Clash. I like that song.
Yeah.
It's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for checking us out for day 3 of the Opie and Anthony experiment in New York. No, actually, you guys have been great so far, and keep the faxes coming and the phone calls. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
We're going to try to turn this into like the People's Radio Show, where you could call up and get on the radio.
Yeah, when things are going on or you got a gripe about something, call up, let people in on it. Maybe there's other people out there with the same gripe.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. Or maybe you're just a jerk. Who knows?
Or maybe we're just a jerk.
Yeah, you never know.
Time will tell, right? Hey, did anyone else feel much safer waking up this morning?
You read the papers, yeah.
There it was. In big, huge letters on the front page of the Daily News. Crime falls again in New York City.
Well, I don't know about that.
Murder plunges 23%, unless you're a squeegee man. But this comes out today. Mm-hmm. And yesterday we had that wacko on 56.
Yeah,
with an automatic pistol.
See the guy on the news? Wow.
He claims he was shooting at some guy he was mad at, but he hits a Florida tourist in the leg.
Guy from Florida, yeah.
Take that home to Florida. How was your trip to New York? Great. Got some lead in my leg.
Getting on the plane by the metal detective. Weep! Yeah. Weep! Sir, empty out all the metal?
I can't. It's stuck in my leg.
I just picked this one up.
But what they're saying about this guy that opened fire on the streets?
Right.
I love this. In the news it says, former mental patient.
I read that, too.
Open fires on 56th Street. Former mental patient.
I'd say he's still pretty mental.
Yes.
Especially from the clips I saw on the news last night. He was babbling. He was like, The cops are throwing him in the vehicle, and they had that on the news.
Yeah.
He was babbling. I think I heard him say Opie and Anthony, Opie and Anthony.
I think he's so pissed off at our show that he just went on the street with a gun.
He was looking for us.
Yeah.
But, yeah, crime is down. You could go over all the numbers and everything. That's pretty boring. Unless, of course, you have a popular radio guy do it.
Ooh, let's hear that.
I got him. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, my turn, guys.
Yeah, Casey, come on over to the microphones here.
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem, and this is New York City's Crime Statistics Countdown. Climbing 0.75% on the charts. The only crime that did go up this year, rape.
Oh, my God.
You can't beat a good beating. Down a couple of notches this year's assault, off by 4.8%. Robbery takes a dip down 12% from last year. But the clear favorite, falling 23.5%, everyone's favorite, murder.
This is Casey Kasem.
Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, do you have any long-distance dedications, Casey, or no? Okay. Oh, he's leaving us. Bye, Casey. All right. Hey, give us a call, will you? It's 212-757-1027. Fax line is 212-957-WNEW. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Blue on Black on 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. You're hanging with Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
Third day in. So far, it's going pretty well. Getting lots of faxes and phone calls. You want to take a phone call, actually?
Sure.
Want to get a hold of us, 212-757-1027. Hi, NEW.
Who am I talking to?
Opie and Anthony.
I think that NEW has finally done it.
What?
It finally pushed me to the point where I can't listen to that radio station anymore.
How long you been listening to NEW?
35 years since Allison Steele was around.
Wow, that's a long time.
And you don't want anything changing on NEW at all.
I want things to change, but the way you guys kid around, I feel like I'm listening to one of these kid stations.
Kids? How old are you, sir?
45.
And you're already over the hill at 45.
I'm not over the hill.
You sound like you're 60.
Like it. You might as well be 65. You might as well pull your pants up to your nipples at this point.
Well, then maybe I should be 65.
Ride around on one of those little rascal scooters.
Yeah.
You might as well get those wraparound sunglasses for those sunny days. They look like the Terminator. Like the old people do. You know, wear your shorts and your big white tube socks all the way up to your knees.
Right, well, this is exactly why...
Just because you're 45 doesn't mean you're...
This is exactly why at 2 o'clock my radio will now go to FUV.
Oh, well, that sucks for you. Because we did make you laugh in there, sir. I heard you chuckle.
But that's not the point of the station.
I think the color strip is changing blue on your Depend undergarments. It might be time
right,
to...
that's the type of humor that you guys have, so that's why we'll go to another station.
You're a young guy.
You're still a young guy, but you're acting like my dad.
Unbelievable.
We're making friends every day here at NEW, huh?
Wow, 45 is young, man.
What I don't understand, in that phone call, he definitely laughed. We made him laugh. But for some reason, I guess, if you listen to NEW, you're not supposed to laugh.
No.
It's just supposed to be music, 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 right?
Yeah.
Is that what he was trying to get at?
I think that was what he was getting at.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Great. We'll take some more phone calls in a bit. Stay there. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. That's Fastball and the Way off the All the Pain Money Can Buy CD. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
Want to take another phone call here? We're starting to get brave. It's our third day on the air in New York, and we're finally going to the phone lines to see what the people are saying about us.
Yeah. And just about things.
And things in general, yes.
People have things to talk about. You could call up and talk about them.
Now, the last guy was brutal.
Yeah.
He didn't like us at all.
No.
He's been listening to NEW for 35 years, even though the station's been around 30.
He was 45.
And he was 45 years old, and he doesn't want to laugh. We made him laugh, but he doesn't want to laugh.
Yeah.
Because I don't listen to NEW to laugh, even though we made him laugh. I didn't understand that.
All right.
If I could get a good laugh in, I'll take it from wherever I can, right?
True. Yeah.
I don't wait to turn on Comedy Central or something to laugh.
It wasn't his cup of tea.
Not at all. So let's see what the next person thinks. 212-757-1027. Hi, NEW.
I tell you what, you guys make me laugh. I got that butt plug skit on Thursday, and I caught the last end of that Ronald Reagan deal. I tell you, I'd never laughed so hard. I don't know what that last guy was saying, but I think it's good that you guys are in town making somebody laugh.
Well, we're at least going to try to make people laugh a little bit.
You going to do any more of those skits? Because they are funny, man.
Well, we could finally get to the Marsha Brady thing.
What Marcia Brady saying?
We were talking about it earlier. Anthony was in love with Marcia growing up.
Who was it?
I know. Everyone was.
Me too.
Wait a minute. With
was hot.
all the people you could choose on TV, you were into Marcia too?
Ginger.
Yeah, Ginger, of course.
Ginger.
Either Ginger or Jeannie, but Anthony likes the, prepubescent chick.
She wasn't prepubescent in the Hawaiian episode.
She didn't have breasts yet. She had little nubs.
No, she didn't. She was growing into a fine woman, and I was but a child myself. I wasn't after women. I didn't have this mother complex
I think
like
she was
Opie
more
does.
my age, man. She was all right.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah.
Hey, keep rocking. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Man.
Well, this discussion started because the Hawaiian episode was on last night on Nickelodeon.
And I just thought Marcia looked great.
In the hula skirt and all that.
That was the peak of her beauty.
Her hotness?
Her hotness was that Hawaiian episode. She was great.
The peak of her beauty before she actually reached maturity.
Stop it. Stop it.
Well, Anthony has such a fetish on Marcia that he wrote a little song.
Me and my band Rotgut.
Well, all I hear all day long is school.
Come on.
Marcia, Marcia, Marcia.
Billboard Junior High, her sparkling blue eyes, a smile anyone to die for. Well, I almost shot my load at the Hawaiian episode, but mommy started knocking on my door. She's sweeter than a peach in her bikini on the beach. The other girls couldn't compare. Yeah, and what a piece of ass when she took that hula class. Her skirt so short I think I saw her hair. And oh, the things she does to me. You're in her virginity. I got my very first photo watching Marcia Brady on a black and white TV.
Marcia, Marcia, Marcia.
Golly gee. I got my very first photo watching Marcia Brady on a black and white TV.
Marcia, Marcia, Marcia.
Come on.
You are a sick puppy.
That's a toe tapper.
Yeah, big time. People are driving into the river right now. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. John Mellencamp and Small Town. Hello, it's Opie and Anthony for the ride home. Hope you're hanging in there for a Monday, right?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people have taken this week off because the big holiday is just about upon us.
It's a good time to take vacation. It is.
It seems like a lot of people do because the kids are out of school. You got the long weekend to begin with. Might as well make it a week, right?
Yeah.
And I think we're shocking the people today, Anthony, because the phones have gone completely dead.
What happened?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Maybe the phone system isn't on, or...
I don't think so. I think it's working.
You think it's working?
Yeah.
And they just don't want to call anymore?
No.
I think they're in a coma. They're in shock. It's like, what is
State of shock.
What is going on at NEW? Well, if you want to give us a call, 212-757-1027. Fax line is 212-957-WNEW. I was reading the paper. Now, what is going on with Clinton with this trip to China? A lot of controversy going on.
Well, he spoke at Beijing University. Of course, the students at Beijing University led that Tiananmen Square protest in '89.
I'll never forget the guy in front of the tank.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure China didn't forget him either.
No, not at
Probably
all.
in some deep, dank cell somewhere.
Yeah, has anyone ever seen him since then? Has he done an interview since?
I don't think so. I think he's just that anonymous guy, but they probably know who he is.
Oh, okay.
I think they dealt with him like they're dealing with some other dissidents. It's funny, Clinton visits a city, and they just, clean up the dissidents, throw them away.
Right.
Put them in a cell somewhere. Don't want anybody speaking up in front of a camera. God forbid. Everyone forgets they are still the commies.
The commie bastard.
Commies!
Yes.
We forgot about the commies when Russia stopped being commie.
Did you see that reflective photo of President Clinton on the Wall of China?
Oh, please.
The Great Wall of China. He's there, like, leaning against the wall while his wife and daughter are in the background, and he's, like, reflecting.
Yeah.
You know they set those shots up.
Every picture of him is staged.
Yeah.
Anyway, the students reacting to his speech said that it was a little awkward through the interpreter. They said the interpreter, muffed a few words.
Well, we got to if you weren't listening last week, me and Anthony found out that President Clinton's interpreter over there in China, his name is Mai Dong.
Yeah.
Mai Dong.
Mai Dong.
My Dung.
is his name. My Dung.
My Dung.
My Dung.
My Dung.
That's his name.
Okay, that's President Clinton's interpreter.
Yeah.
And this guy's screwing up everything for him?
Well, obviously he screwed a few words up.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Seems to have been a problem.
So some of these things are coming out a little awkwardly.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Well, I through the magic of radio, I think we got the president on the line.
Again?
Yeah.
Wow, we must be important.
We must be. We've had 2 calls from the president. We've only been on the air 3 days.
Let's ask him about his interpreter.
My Dung. Or is it My Dung?
My Dung.
President Clinton.
Hi, boys. How you doing?
Pretty good. How's your trip?
Okay, but my interpreter got me in a little bit of trouble yesterday.
Yeah, that's why we're calling. We read it in the paper.
Yeah, well, my dong was out all night, and I don't think it was up for the job yesterday.
Oh, no. What happened?
Well, at one point, I wanted to tell the Chinese people, you are a noble people steeped in tradition.
Well, how did it come out then?
You can all sit on an egg roll sideways.
Oh, that's not good.
And then I went to tell the Chinese president's wife, you are a beautiful woman who stands behind a great leader.
No, that's a great thing to say to her.
Yeah, well, it came out, is that you or the tuna boats just come in?
Oh, my God.
I just wanted to grab my dung and shake him.
I would, too.
I think with all the publicity, he's getting a swelled head.
Whoa, hello.
Well, Hillary's been put in charge of watching him now, so she'll make sure my dung doesn't get into anything he's not supposed to.
She's good at that, huh, sir?
Yes, she is. Well, guys, Chang Wan Fan Chu.
What does that mean?
Peace, health, and happiness, or f*** you, I'm not sure.
President Clinton, everyone. And there he goes, the President of the United States of America.
Always checking in with us first, of course.
Of course, the news leader, Opie and Anthony. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives, Queen and Fat Bottom Girls for your ride home. It's Opie and Anthony. Thanks once again for checking us out today. I was reading the Daily News, and I don't know, they reported that, we have started here on NEW.
Yeah, I saw that.
They call us the Zany Duo or something?
What's the Zany Duo?
I don't know. The writers of New York, they just don't know how to handle us yet, which is fine. In time, you'll get it, I guess.
I don't think we're zany.
No, but because before we went on the air, there was another report in one of the papers that said Opie and Anthony and their brand of brutal humor.
Brutal
Humor?
What is that?
I don't know. That's like an oxymoron, right?
I think so.
How could humor be brutal?
Humor.
Hey, you hear the one about the guy that walked into a bar? Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly.
As you bludgeon somebody, you tell them a joke.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining to read about ourselves in the paper because they just haven't figured us out yet.
Whack zanerific.
Yeah, one moment we're, we have brutal humor, and then today we're zany, and I think someone else also mentioned the word wacky.
Wacky.
We don't like wacky or zany.
Wait, here, we're wacky. There, that's wacky.
That is wacky, so whatever.
Well, traffic problems going to be cured, I guess, in the city. Obviously, they're working on it.
You're kidding.
Columbus Circle.
Oh, that area is a nightmare.
Which is a mess. 11 lanes of traffic now run through the circle.
Yes.
And they got to fix this. So this guy, David Billig of the Department of Transportation, says they're going to redo the circle and make it a true traffic circle in New York. They're going to start painting new lines, putting yield signs.
Yield signs.
Those
in
work
New York.
well.
Yeah, they work real well.
The problem is I don't think a lot of people in New York understand what the right-of-way rules are.
Because you got to know when to go, when to let someone else go.
Yeah, is it when you're in the circle, people coming into the circle, people leaving the circle? People don't understand. So to spell it out, let's see, 22s have to give the right-of-way to 357 Magnums. 44s get the right-of-way.